we are asking them for accountability. They need to tell us why or how do they know that prime. You see, these things are just normal, common sense. A Greek philosopher said, if you want people to hate you, make them think. Because it is natural, we don't like to think. If Adura can say, let's be realistic with ourselves. If you're standing by the law, I should be standing by the law as well.
Definitely,
to understand.
100%.
But let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. If Adura did say, I did not see the fight, lifestyle that I later heard from Prime Boy himself, that even that day, lifestyle was part of people holding Mohbad, and lifestyle was part of people telling Prime Boy that you two get down from the car, no worry, she be now your friend, I will say to you, just come down, may in mind go down first, you come out. Lifestyle could come out on a public space to say, I am in other Prado, I was sleeping, because I could not even know, I didn't even know there was a fight anywhere. You understand? And all these people involved are kind of running away from the fact of that fight. If this one will say, I did not witness, this one will say, I did not witness, this one will say, I did not witness. And Darusha came out to say, he witnessed, he saw.
Okay. I would like to okay, because
there is a lot of contradictions. That contradiction is what I want you to establish. Not what police find out, because whatever police find out.
Contradictions is what is expected to happen during your testimony, because the police will not want to interrogate 26 people and every one of them will give the same account. That's impossible, because in your own story, you have to say it how you see it, not how other people see it. You're going to use your own terms and your own perspective. You get. So if they have contradiction to their testimony, that doesn't take out the fact that they have established the action, and the action was that there was a fight. So it doesn't matter if Adura... Hold on. It doesn't matter if Adura is saying he didn't witness the fight, or maybe someone told him about the fight. The main objective here is that there was a fight, and other people can establish or can give scenarios or events of the fight. It's not just about Adura. It's not just about one person, not two person. We're talking about the summary of 26 findings. 26 findings would one person against 25 people. That's a lot of stories again. So you cannot exclude 25 people just to pick one person. You have to be inclusive in everything.
And we are trying to, me and you here, we need to be diplomatic, please. Let us deal with the people that came out to explain to the world what they know. You're talking about 26 people. Out of 26 people, how many people do you think has come to the inquest to tell us their own part of that story? I remember DJ Banu. That is one.
God bless.
No, let me get
one
you
after the other. I'll forget because you're stressing the whole question. So we can just pick it one after the other. Then we'll approach the next one. You get?
Okay.
One thing we have to realize is the fact that 26 people have been interrogated by the police. It's now left for the inquest to push in that direction as well. The inquest has not gone into that direction to bring in 26 people. Are we going to blame ourselves or not? The inquest feels like, the inquest hasn't felt the need to bring in a certain set of people. So when it's time, I think inquest will bring in the right person or the right people at the right time. That's my stand.
That is what we are treating on this platform. To bring everybody, even Mohbad dog.
Exactly. So
let the
legal team push. Let the legal team push in a perspective that will bring those 25 or 26 people again. And I would like us to know one thing. People coming on TikTok or on any social media platform to give testimony are not valid. You have to be ready to swear and under an oath to give your testimony. So if we have an interview with any of the suspect or witness, and they tell us anything, we should not take it to the heart. Those might be a speculation. It becomes a reality when you go into the inquest or a court and then you swear under oath of whichever religion you believe in to testify. So thank you very much.
And if I may let you understand, out of, you said 26 people were interrogated by the police.
Yeah.
Which Darusha should be one of them. And I believe in this kind of homicide situation, anybody that went to the police station should
suspected homicide. We cannot confirm this.
Okay, a suspected homicide case. I'm going to satisfy you. I believe everybody that went to the station for an interrogation must have a documented statement. Mm-hmm. Am I right?
Exactly.
But at the inquest the last time, Darusha said, and I quote, his lawyer, said, his client does not have a written statement and they need to deliberate. They will conclude within themselves if his client is going to proceed with this court questioning, or he will first of all go and work on his statement before coming back for an interrogation. If Darusha is part of the 26 you mentioned, I don't know about the 26 though, and I don't think the story of 26 has been coming out earlier. I think I'm listening to that for the first time.
I know, it was in the preliminary report.
If
before you continue,
this question 26.
No. To Westo, I do not want to engage Westo.
The statement with the police, that all the 26 or whatever number of them has written. Do you think it is not all of the 26 story or statement are correct? Don't you think that statement they all put there is just to save themselves, or you think what they've written is correct? Is that what you think?
Can I talk?
I'm sure that question was
what?
Okay.
What is it? If the 26 people being interrogated and just few people being selected to come to the inquest, do you think that is fair enough?
No.
Or don't you think there's an hanky-panky game somewhere?
People, see, the point is, we got it wrong. At the beginning of the inquest, the legal team that were supposed to bring people to the inquest, I think they got it wrong. You have the right to write to the inquest to bring in whoever you want to interrogate or to question at the inquest. The legal team have failed to establish the fact that they needed a certain set of people. It was this year that they had to realize the fact that they needed some people to appear in the inquest. If they presented the fact that they want those 26 people to appear in the inquest as early as November or October, I think we would not be here at this time. So do not blame the inquest for taking what is on its table. One thing you have to know about the court is that the court would only approach whichever file you present to it. It's not going to help you think. The law or the courts do not think on your behalf. They will approach whatever request you presented to its table. You get. Thank you.
Dabson, who are the legal team that's supposed to bring the 26?
The legal team that started the inquest. I don't want to.
Who are they? Could you mention the side?
The Baba team, to be honest, because they were the one that.
What about? Hold on. What about Falano?
That's
Falano only. Hold on. Falano only wrote to the coroner to organize. There's a difference between open something. You get, they decided to open the inquest to make findings. So people were applying to bring people in. So now,
can I ask you one question? So Falano is not looking for justice for Mohbad. Is that what you're saying?
I don't want us to attack some person.
No, I'm not attacking. We are talking. We've mentioned Sanshitu. I can mention Falano.
You cannot say a body or a law firm requested.
Okay. So what is Falano standing for? Falano is not a lawyer for the state.
You have to know one thing. Hold on, Arifa. I would like to clarify our interest, and then I'll let you speak. Sam Falano has wrote to the coroner to open an inquiry institution to investigate to the death of Mohbad. That's a done entire.
So whenever they are investigating, the Falana firm supposed to be in the court.
Are you aware of the fact that
they need to bring some certain people in as well?
No. The party,
not only Mohbad.
The party involved will be the one to now bring forth.
Which party involved? Which party is Falana?
Falana was just to organize, to say, okay.
Falana is not standing for Lagos State.
Let me talk now. You don't get. There's a difference between if you are the party involved or you organizing something. You get.
That is why I'm saying that Falana is not a lawyer to Lagos State. He's a lawyer to Wunmi, and Wunmi is the co-partner to Mohbad. You understand? This is where I'm trying to go in. If Falana cannot stand for it, when Falana came out, he behaved as if he's standing for Mohbad. That is what Falana is standing for. Until Mohbad said no, Wunmi cannot put a lawyer to him. Wunmi cannot make decision to Alaba's family. So what is Falana is doing? Is it defending Wunmi towards justice for Mohbad? That is my question.
Let me
yes. Falana,
wait. Let me answer this.
Let other people talk, please. Let other people talk. They're not the only one now.
I was saying before, Zima, let me talk. Let me talk. Wait.
Let other people talk. You the one that have been talking since then.
This person have not even contributed for one bit, so let him talk. Abati, hold on.
Falana is Wunmi's lawyer. Wunmi went to Falana for Falana to defend him. Falana did not create the inquest. Falana suggested that inquest. You understand? He just made a suggestion that an inquest should be opened. So Falana is Wunmi's lawyer. That is one thing I want to let you know. Then two, you see the testimony of Darosha against Prime Boy. It's a very dangerous testimony. I won't deceive you. We really need to advise Prime Boy at this stage. Because any injury can cause death. No matter how slightly that injury is, if the injury is infected, it can cause death. And the person that put that injury there is still accountable for that injury. If the nurse claim that it is because of that injury that he gave Mohbad injection and Mohbad reacted to that injection, the nurse and the person that inflicted that injury are in problem. But the good excuse, the good thing that Prime Boy can use in the court that he need to tell his lawyer is, when you know that this is the person that inflicted the injury that killed your husband, then the person send you a text message that he wants to come to the house. We need to prove beyond reasonable doubt to the court the reason why she said Prime Boy should not come. Because that is where Prime Boy is supposed to have been logged and arrested by the police when they come to the house. So what was Wunmi thinking? As at the time he replied, you cannot come for now. That is the only excuse Prime Boy is having now. And he needs to be singing that like a song to the ears of his lawyer. That is my submission.
Thank you, sir. You know when the intelligent men, real men are talking, you feel it.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
Enough with that Abati.
Abati ma farabale, ma fiarabale. Kilo ma share. Oh, power tap. Oh, yeah, power tap. Power tap.
I know le gbàjókòó síbẹ̀ yẹn kó má ṣiṣẹ́.
Power tap. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi ti sú. Okay, who is next? Dabs. Anyone solution?
Abati want to say something about the three established.
Abati sọ̀rọ̀.
Ọ̀rẹ́ ọdún. Ẹ̀wọ̀n dé máa bó ṣe gbé ọ̀rọ̀ kalẹ̀. Even that ló pa àwọn èèyàn di sniper Westo.
The sniper bully Abati sọ̀rọ̀.
Obìnrin ló máa ń bájà.
Abati, unmute yourself now.
I don't come back. Come back.
Abati ò dẹ̀ unmute kò
sọ̀rọ̀. Abati ò tẹ̀ tí mọ̀ nǹkan kan. Ó ló máa bá mi fà á. Èmi náà ti rẹ́dí ẹ̀.
Ẹ má wòrí, ó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ pàṣẹ ṣìkì ni.
Okay, let's leave Dabs and Arifa. Let's carry. Abasi Ogudo on mute. O ma tell to the
Yes, what I'm trying to ask you is this. If you claim 26 people was interrogated by the police, and you said the police said so, accepted? What I want to know is this. Do you think, like you said, that the coroner inquest is just a fact-finding court, which all the whole world was aware? It's not a prosecuting court or anything.
Exactly, yeah.
Mine is this. If there is a lot of contradictions, even at the fact-finding court, what do you think? I'm talking about our own opinion now, not the law. You understand? Our own opinion. You are human, I am. If Adura came out to say, I didn't witness the fight, nobody witnessed the fight, do you truly believe if there is fight, there won't be any visual evidence of that fight? With our current situation in our nation, do you believe there won't? Because we've seen the video of them when they are going to the court. Who is making that video? Some people are doing it.
Okay,
we saw a video of them when they are going to the show. We saw some video of them at the backstage when they go to the show. Somebody's making the video. We saw some video of him on stage when he was performing. Some people are making the video. Do you think if there's a fight, there won't be any visual evidence? If CY can go as far as recording Mohbad's voice when they are making call, do you now think there won't be any video of such issue between Mohbad and Prime Boy? Let's just be realistic. Let's just be realistic.
In my own honest opinion, I feel like there's a was the Mohbad body, the injury he sustained, and all of that, and those video evidence. And blood. Yeah, the stained clothes. There's a picture of the stained clothes. The aftermath of the events of the fight. There's a video evidence of that, and that would only be presented when the trial begins. So
when do you even talk about it? When do you talk about it as well?
Yeah, we don't have to force people to hand over evidence.
You're not getting it.
No, hold on. Let me land. You want the video? Hold on. Let me land. There is no video.
No, I don't want the video. I'm only asking, is there any visual evidence
of
concerning the fight? I'm not talking about the injury. I'm not talking about the blood. You see, when we're talking about injury, I don't want to go this far before.
Okay.
If we are talking about injury, I can sustain injury at the football pitch. Get me right. Let me hold my camera and show you something, please. Let me open my camera and show you something, please. Let me open the camera. I want you to see something. I sustained an injury of recent. I'm talking about of recent on a bike. You understand? Look at it. This is my leg. Can you see the injury?
Yeah.
You can see?
Yeah.
Okay. Likewise, my hand. You can see?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I sustain an injury on the bike, and maybe where I'm coming from, there's a fight between me and one person, and I got home. Something happened to me inside my house. People were aware that I sustained injury from the bike. Many people don't know. But there was a fight in the house between me, maybe my siblings or my wife or anybody. At the end of the day, it resulted to me losing my life. I am not there anymore to explain to the public what really happens to me. Do you understand? It's only the people that are around that will tell you this is what happened, this is how it is, this is how it is. If there's nothing of such, do you believe that many things can be manipulated concerning the same injury I sustained? Some people might say, I sustained the injury in the course of that fight. I sustained the injury while I'm still fighting somebody else outside. Or I sustained the injury while I have a fall on a bike. I don't know, maybe you get what I'm saying.
I understand what you're trying to say. But
now, what I'm trying to bring out there is this. The source of that injury. Fine, there's an injury being established. A picture or a video of a hand swelling, injury in the healing process. I keep saying it.
On that night, there was a picture on the night, the day after.
No. We don't need to conclude when the picture was taken. The picture was not taken at the show, neither inside the car. The picture of the hand that you and I saw, maybe you saw another one, different from the one I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
The same video that I believe you're talking about was the hand where Mohbad was lying down. If truly that hand is Mo, where he was lying down, not at the show, it should be in his house. You understand? So, we don't know, maybe the injury was truly sustained at the show or not. But they established the fact that there's an injury accepted because we saw the video of that hand and the picture of that hand. We don't know where it is sustained. That is where I'm going. How sure are we that the injury is truly sustained from the fight? Remember, they are talking about a broken glass.
You're narrating too much. I might not be able
Arifa, let me speak to your consciousness.
You're narrating too much. Let me
Arifa, let me speak to your consciousness now. You know, with what you have just explained, Arifa, when you go to the court, the judge will tell you that according to the facts before me,
exactly,
the judge deal with the facts. You understand? Either it happens sometimes or it's happened anytime. So far, the fact is being presented. The case will go, the judge will go along with the fact presented. Not about so person think, I think, maybe it happens all the time. If there is fact that this thing is what killed this guy, and there is no objection to that fact, the judge will judge according to the fact.
Okay, yeah. I would like to give my own submission. One thing you will have to realize is that... Hold on. Arifa, you said something.
That's not true.
Okay.
There's an objection to that fact. In as much, Prime still remains the same in his position that there's nothing like physical fight. There's no injury sustained at the show. This is the person in question. Westo fought with Arifa. Arifa sustained that injury in his leg. Westo keeps saying there's no fight between me and Arifa. He is the person in question. You understand? So, please, I just want us to get this straight. There's an objection here. And this is the reason why the PRO, or what is it called? IPO, is being invited time without number yet to appear. If truly there is a fight, I'm still pushing it to you and Dabs. If truly there's a fight, you can't say for a year now there won't be any visual evidence of that fight.
That is the evidence that's the evidence that will be presented in trial. Because you've not seen a video or because you've not been able to get a possession of something doesn't mean that thing do not exist.
All right.
And
until when the trial begins and there's a need to provide a visual evidence or a visual recording, we have to hold on. We don't have to say there is not. As of now, we've not seen. That's the right word to say. But do not conclude that there are no evidence. Let's wait for the trial and then...
As of now that there is no visual evidence
provided online
of anything issue between Prime and Mo. You understand? And there's a picture evidence of an injury. And there are two people who has come out point blank to talk about blood in that house. Not at the show, not in the car, in that house. And this same set of people connected to this case are saying it's just a minor injury. Minor injury.
Yeah.
You understand? And the police came out to tell us it is a severe injury.
No. Police never said it was a severe. They said it was a severe pain. Any injury can cause a severe pain.
Yes.
So we have to make.
Police said there was he suffered a severe pain, not a severe injury. That's what we have.
They said he bled profusely.
Yeah,
He bled profusely and suffered severe pain. They never said
God bless you, man. God bless you.
Okay, the man.
Yeah.
Can you please differentiate between that, the bleeding profusely, and the aspect of minor?
Now you see what can
you deduce between them?
When you say a minor injury, a minor injury can cause profuse bleeding. It depends on the aspect that injury is. I am a nurse, so I will be able to explain it to you. If there is a minor injury on any vein or any artery
on the blood vessels, you will bleed profusely.
That will be profuse bleeding. The injury may be minor, but the vessel will bleed profusely. So either it's minor or it's not minor. It could bleed profusely.
Profusely, yeah. And now we do not. Hold on, Arifa, hold on.
Let me now tie the man according to the police statements.
Yes. No. You cannot. The only thing that would wait now. Let me add. No, I don't agree.
I like the way the man comes into the issue. Let me tie him according to the police statement and him claiming to be a nurse according to his profession. Is it profession? According to his profession.
Profession.
Yes. Let me put it to him this way. The police said he bleeds profusely from the show from Ikorodu to Lekki.
Yes.
And they all attest to the hours, which is 2 hours from Ikorodu to Lekki, according to all of them.
Yes.
Now, the police said he bleeds continuously the following day.
No. They never said it. They said they bleed continue. They never said
No. Calm down. They said so. You understand?
I'm listening.
If at all, let me start from that 2 hours. Sir, profuse bleeding means the blood is flowing in the eye. How am I to put it? In a very gushing. Thank you. The blood is gushing out. Now, is it possible for human being, you being a medical personnel, is it possible for human being to bleed in that manner for good 2 hours and still remain firm?
It depends on the artery or the vessel that is involved. If somebody stabbed you in the heart, within minutes you will die, because the heart will be pumping the blood out. It will be gushing.
If someone stab you in the neck, also.
If they stab you in the neck, that is the jugular vein, it will be gushing. If they stab you in a vein that is carrying blood back to the heart, the bleeding will be continuous, but it will not be gushing. Profusely here means continuous bleeding. Even a slight cut may be bleeding continuously. It depends on how heavy the flow is. So when they say it bleed profusely, that is, it was a continuous bleeding, non-stop bleeding, but it depends on the amount of blood going out at the time that will determine.
I would like to add.
Dimas, thank you. Dimas, thank you.
Twist the situation.
No.
That's the best explanation you can see.
In a way that suits your explanation. Wait now, Abati. No, don't come in, Abati. Please don't come in. Don't come in.
Okay, Arifa, wait.
You're trying. The man is trying to put it in a way that will suit his explanation. You understand? The way that will back up whatever is trying to say. This is a very simple question. I've been to General Hospital because of this issue, and I was even opportune to meet the man that head the General Hospital, the doctor. You understand? I put it to him, sir, medically, let's leave Mohbad case out of it. Medically, let's be frank. If someone is bleeding profusely, is it possible for somebody to bleed for good 2 hours? And the man said the person will faint. The person will faint. So the first thing to do if the blood is gushing out is to arrest the blood. When they arrest the blood, they will now look for a way to rescue the person. But you are trying to tell me it depends on the injury. You just said when they talk about profusely, it means the blood is gushing out. Regardless of where you sustain the injury.
Dima, Arifa, wait,
No, Abati, no,
wait, now me
please.
Abati, don't come in. Abati, please don't come in. Abati,
no, I'm not coming in. I just want to ask you a question. I'm not coming in. I want you to answer.
Don't ask me any question yet. Wait, don't ask yet.
But we don't want
Don't
you to
ask
talk.
yet. Wait.
Intelligent men are talking now. The man,
The man.
We don't want you to talk.
The man. I asked you, sir. I said, what can you say concerning previously and minor? You said previously means gushing.
Continue. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Means
Continue.
which means
Arifa, you know what?
You cannot calculate the amount of blood.
Arifa, you know what?
You cannot calculate the amount of blood.
Try and look for the dictionary meaning of profusely and gushing. When you see that dictionary meaning, because you know what happens when you go to the court. When you go to the court, and we get to this point, they will have to call an expert.
No,
it's not even that. Demand. You know.
Demand.
Okay, Jim.
Are you referring to the result that reads inconclusive?
Autopsy cannot review that. You can't.
No. Autopsy can do. Autopsy can.
You know why?
If
You know why autopsy cannot review that?
No. Don't
Wait.
No.
That's Nisuru.
Review
Wait now. See, in the human body.
You're not educating us. We don't want to hear you.
I don't care. I don't care.
No, we don't want to engage with you.
I think back to our people here. I want to talk about sorrow. Let's follow them.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ask.
Hold on. Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
okay, let's assume you are the one that punched the window of the Prado.
Yeah.
Okay? You said you're a nurse.
Yes.
Okay, where is the part of your hand? Even if you Mohbad break the glass, where in the part of your hand is going to affect?
Ideally, I expected it to affect the fist.
And the fist and the wrist, isn't it?
Yes. If it
Exactly.
is a punch.
Good.
But I think...
Hold on. Thank you. So if you affect the fist...
Try to put it to him.
Let
him understand.
Let me
Let him understand that.
Let me hold on.
There must be bruises also. There must be bruises also.
Arifa, if you affect the fist and the wrist, in the wrist, there's a pulse there, isn't it? We can find pulse. Exactly. So that can affect as well, isn't it? Is that what you are talking about? Thank you.
Like, let me explain that.
At the same time, so that you explain together. So they know that the girl explain her part on you.
Okay.
You know, if a punch went into a glass and the hand goes into it, don't you think there must be bruises around the arms here?
You don't explain it in that form. Let me come in. If you punch that glass, when you punch a glass, and the glass breaks, you will not have a laceration. You don't understand. When that thing comes in, you will see the signs that the glass is shattered, and there will be different wounds everywhere. Different laceration and all that time. It will not be just that straight line. That straight line is only when you use a glass to scratch somebody. But when you punch a glass, a lot of laceration will be on that hand.
You might even have a fracture, likely fracture.
Yes, you might have fracture, but that laceration will be visible, which was not in that picture they showed us. Those are the areas the lawyers need to defend in court. Definitely.
Something applied to Wunmi as well.
Dabs, I just want to put something there. See, Dabs, wait. See, the only thing Prime Boy have to do is that he has to prove to the highest point that Mohbad did not have any injury from that fight. That is what he has to prove in the court. Because if the cause of whatever leads to the treatment of Mohbad is through that court, he has to prove it, that he did not do it. And if they are saying that there is a fight in the house, the witness also has to prove that yes, there is a
and
fight.
That fight led to an injury. That fight
you understand? So they have to come and prove all that. If they are going to raise any allegation against anybody to the highest point, they have to prove it. If they are not going to prove it, then there's nothing to say, there's nothing to prove, there's nothing to take out of it.
It will be struck out of.
That means they need to bring the Prado to prove it for.
It's not about
Please, no. Let me tell you something. This is a criminal case.
Sorry,
This
I
is
want
a
to say
criminal
something.
case. They need to provide that Prado.
Mommy, it's sharing low case. She probably don't
Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten that
to say something,
a picture can be generated from anywhere? Have you forgotten that?
The pilot driver will be in court. The pilot driver is coming to
See,
court.
I always tell people.
Man, you are just saying the right thing now. That man, you are saying the right thing. You see, that is telling me at the criminal court there will be picture, there will be video. All these things can be generated from any means.
The product, you see, let me tell you this.
The driver has to be available. The product itself should have been in police station as of now, being recorded as an exhibit.
When you are doing the discussion,
the car wasn't burned down. They have gotten the evidence or whatever they want to get from me.
About fact of what could be used in this case. Now, listen. You see, the Prado driver will have to be in court. But there is a very important point that all the platforms have been going to. You people never discuss it. Now, when they break that glass, it was established that the Prado driver said that he's going to collect the money for that window before he leaves. So they said somebody went to the POS to collect money and pay the driver. Why was that driver paid cash? The driver is driving for a company. Why was the money not transferred so that we can see an evidence that money was paid?
Thank you, sir.
That is a very important point. Because the funny thing should happen is working for a company. You're supposed to transfer that money. So we can see an evidence that money was paid through social bank. Why was the money collected? Why should somebody go out of the house to collect money from POS to pay cash?
And that kind of Prado need to they need to take it to the...
So all those things you need to tell the lawyers what they need to say. If they don't know what to say in court, we may lose this case.
I want to say something. Thank you, everyone. It's been an let me say,
the Prado supposed to take to the dealer, not
This
to
is-
drop anyway.
This is
Mute now.
let me see.
If Darusha, that is not mobile, can decide to go back home as at 2 a.m. when they go to Lekki, why will the driver that can drive decide to stay back at Mohbad's house and go back in the morning?
Well, let me just say something. The reason why we took a long time discussing about glass, as if that is working Mohbad. But since we have decided to talk about it, I have one thing to say. I will start from